This is Central Avenue on a Friday morning, about 9 o'clock in downtown Albuquerque. Not the liveliest place. Cool murals on the sides of the walls. I just wanted to walk down to the theater that I saw. Old theater. Let me just see if I can find it. It's not too far from the train station. Just looking up and down the main streets of Albuquerque, downtown Albuquerque. This is 3rd Street? Yeah, 3rd Street. As we continue walking west on Central Avenue. It's just totally quiet. I've seen videos where fellow YouTubers have walked down the streets of small towns and it's this quiet. But this is the largest city in New Mexico. Here's that chemo theater I was looking for. I'll walk down to that, turn around and go back to the train station. And I guess we're on Route 66, Central Avenue. Lots of vacant restaurant space and store space. I don't know what Albuquerque was like before COVID, but I think there were more businesses, some of them closed because of COVID. So I wonder if the chemo theater is still a going concern. It looks really cool on the outside. We'll see. I don't know what that act is on October 10th, which is like a couple weeks away. Lakota Nation versus United States. Well, I've heard this isn't the cool part of town. And you might have to walk a ways to get to it, or take a bus. But man, it is quiet. So I wanted to go on part of Route 66. This might be my only chance to, right here in downtown Albuquerque. Don't have to worry about getting other people in the shot too much here. Cake nightclub. We saw a place called Cake in Santa Fe. I don't know if it's a nightclub though. The one in San Jose. All right, let me walk up to 6th Street and then turn around. Cool hair. Adds a little life. It's called the Leadership High School. In this building. All right, let's go back to the train station. The Chemo Theater. Pretty cool. Crest. There's an old department store. I don't know how long that's been no longer a chain. Maybe a little bit of New York will help liven up Albuquerque. And back to the train. At the Alvarado Transportation Center. There's other people going where I'm going. There's a 10 bus that goes up North 4th Street, which might be to a more happening neighborhood than downtown. And there's a 53 bus. Here's the train. The train station's nicer on the outside than it is on the inside. So we're going to be heading back that way towards Santa Fe. Let me just show you again where I walked in Albuquerque. I was in downtown Albuquerque and I came in on the train and I walked from the train station down the major avenue, which is actually Route 66, East-West Street, Central Avenue. And I walked west and then went about as far as I could, knowing the time that I had in order to get back to the train station in order to catch my train. So I turned around 6th Street, and this just shows you that right near the train station is Central Avenue, runs along the north side, and it says it's the Arts and Entertainment District of Albuquerque. So when you get off the train station looks nice. It's a inviting gateway to the city, although you don't see too many people at the station, so that kind of is the running theme of downtown Albuquerque. But there are nice older buildings, nice architecture. I thought this was an interesting place. I hope it's open at night or later in the day. I was there in the morning, 9 o'clock on a Friday morning, so I thought this was pretty cool, especially if you're a lover of books. And when you look at the facade, you notice that the books aren't real books. It's a facade. It's okay. And then I thought this was an interesting building. Walking down the street, it looks like it has an awning set up for outdoor dining, but there were no tables there. And this is what I saw looking down the street. And I'd seen this in pictures and maybe guidebooks, the Chemo Theater, which looked interesting design. So I walked by that. That was my main destination. And then I turned around back the other way, back to the train. And there are various stores if you want to get a massage. Hopefully it's a above the board kind of massage place, but you can do that later in the day. But my lasting impression of Albuquerque is, wow, there were just no people in the downtown. This is a typical shot as I saw as I walked down Central Avenue. And then this is looking south on 4th Street, looking down a street that has virtually no cars. And that was every street I went across. There were no cars and there were no people on the sidewalks. Really a quiet city. So when I got back to the train station, I was actually glad to see that I was near the end of my stay in downtown Albuquerque, and I was looking forward to the train ride back up to Santa Fe. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have gained some sort of knowledge of what downtown Albuquerque is like just from my brief walk. Hopefully it's livelier later in the day and at night.